Hi guys, this is Keena Richard again. I had to relocate from the park that I was in. I had to find somewhere where the mosquitoes weren't tearing me up so bad, even though it's nowhere near nighttime. About a month ago, Mississippi got the memo that the mosquitoes are here and they're fighting for new territory, even in the daytime. But anyway, it's been about a month since I've been in my new business. For those who know me, I have been in home-based businesses before. My family has had brick and mortar businesses before. However, I only had salaries. I was not ever really realizing the money from my home-based business that I would have liked to. Some I did fairly well with for the monthly income that I wanted to generate. And then when life took over or things happened in the brick and mortar businesses that I was involved with, I kind of strayed away from putting the time into the home-based businesses that I was involved with to really recognize the income that I wanted. Now I have come across a business that I've often talked about wanting to learn how to market online, attract other partners from online so that I could have something working online while I was working a traditional job to the point until I could officially retire from my profession. And although I had been seeking that for years, only recently have I found the connections that I wanted, that I think that could take me in the direction I wanted my business to go. If you are new to home-based business, or you have been in home-based business and have not been realizing the return on your investment that you were looking for, I would suggest that you do some evaluation of a few things. If you are new to it, you just went into your back office, was able to turn on the website, just went live for you, take some time to really get to know your back office. Take the time out to really go back in the back office, become orientated to the site, how to find what and where. Also, take the time out to review the videos that the website or the company has put in place for you to be trained to not only the website itself, but also to the tools that they already have in place for how you can recognize success. Find out who your leadership is, because a lot of times, in addition to the calls or, excuse me, my battery's low on my phone, in addition to the calls or webinars that the company itself, the corporate administration may have in place for its independent consultants or what have you, there may also be calls and webinars or something that your leadership, your immediate sponsors and upline have in place to help you with building your business. Be coachable. There are going to be some things in a business, especially if it's one that you're not familiar with, that is going to challenge you to come outside of your comfort zone. And this is one of the things that I failed in the past, because when I got scared, I may not have pushed myself through to the other side of success. It's not often that I'm not usually roaring in front of a camera. I talk a lot with people that I feel comfortable with, but I have not really done a lot of live postings or recordings on a social media, in a social media setting. But because of the connections that I'm making with home-based business and the things that are happening now that are helping my partners and myself reach people to improve their financial literacy with hopes of improving their financial health and wealth, it's worth it for me to come through my comfort zone to hopefully lead others through theirs, to be able to do what they need to do financially for themselves and their families. Not only be coachable, but be willing to invest in yourself in such a way that you recognize some personal development and growth for yourself, for what you need to do for your business. I go to a professional job, and when my shift is scheduled, I'm driving 40 miles one way, working that 12-hour shift when I get there, and driving 40 miles home. By the time I, get cleaned up and get settled, it's 14, 16 hours some days that I have put into whatever I committed to for a professional job. But what about your business? How many hours? It can add up to 100 hours for my job in a pay period with the commute included. But how much am I putting into my business? Not only with logging into the back office, but how much am I studying to myself, ways to improve what I put into the back office. Being coachable also means if your sponsor or your leadership recommends additional books, recommends additional webinars, recommends certain events, what are you willing to invest to be able to incorporate those things into your business development? How much are you sharing what you learn with others? It's not enough to just say, look at my business and buy its product. How much are you willing to develop your future partners with learning how to be accessible to the tools that have been given to you to recognize success in your business so they can recognize that same success or more in their businesses? This is just a few things that our leadership has shared with us, and I just wanted to encourage anybody who has recently started a home-based business that if we dedicate the same amount of time to an effort to a home-based business that we put into getting a paycheck on a job, you will recognize more success than you may have in the past. One of the easiest ways to improve your personal development, you don't have to wait on that next phone call or that next webinar from your corporate leadership. Read, and we also have free education through YouTube and some of the other social media outlets. Now people are doing more Facebook Lives that are available on their pages with replay. YouTube, you can go and look at anybody's recordings. Turn your car into a university, because now I can't tell you who the latest star is. I mean, I'm not opposed to music. I'm not opposed to some of the things that people may do in their spare time, but I'm putting more time into listening to somebody that's trying to help me grow than I am into somebody who's making their money already, but they're not necessarily showing me how to make mine. Until the next time, y'all have a good afternoon. I'm going to take in a little bit more of this sunshine before I go home and do what I need to do there. Take care.